At Heaven Hill, we consider the making of bourbon to be a true American art form that's passed down from one generation to the next. Every year, we craft over 125,000 barrels of Kentucky's finest bourbon. And behind every sip are 200 years of tradition and craftsmanship advanced by the many Kentucky bourbon pioneers that came before us. Here at Heaven Hill, our benchmark of craftsmanship is set and maintained by our Master Distiller, Parker Beam. His father, Earl Beam, was Master Distiller before him, and now, in the family tradition, his son Craig has joined him. Their goal? To make sure our bourbons are the very best they can be. But what exactly does that mean? When you taste our bourbons, you'll be judging each one's quality as it's been done for generations by evaluating 4 key characteristics: color, aroma, taste, and finish. It takes the skill, however, of our experienced master distiller, Parker Beam, to make sure those 4 characteristics are as they should be. That's why every day at the crack of dawn, Parker is up and out, making sure all the conditions are right to make each of our bourbons perfect. For Parker, it's a daily mission to ensure that every drop of bourbon we make is crafted with caring and skill. As Parker likes to say, he and Craig are the chief chefs of the mash tubs. Each of our bourbons has its own distinctive taste characteristics that our master distiller creates through the use of aging, proof, and the grains he uses. But the making of fine bourbon actually begins way before the mash tubs and ends many years later. It starts by choosing the finest ingredients. Corn, for instance, is the main ingredient in bourbon, and it contributes most of the sweet grain flavor. Other grains we use add their own unique character. Rye adds spiciness. Wheat creates a rounder bourbon. Plus, we use a higher percentage of malted barley than most other distilleries for flavor. Parker, of course, makes sure that only the grains that meet his demanding specifications are used so that every brand we make remains consistent and true to its own unique flavor that our admirers have come to expect. But choosing the right grains is just the first of Parker's tasks in making our exceptional bourbons. He is also the guardian of our bourbon's most important ingredient, the yeast, a major contributor to bourbon's taste and sweetness. The origins of Parker's yeast dates back in his family to the late 1700s. That's 8 generations. And the unique strain we use today was mixed right here at the Heaven Hill Spring by Parker and his father, Earl. Add the Kentucky limestone water you hear so much about, and you're on your way to making what we believe are the very best of the great Kentucky bourbons. When the new whiskey comes off the still, it is pure and crystal clear, ready to be put up in new charred white oak barrels to age. Along with Parker's recipe, the amount of time whiskey spends in the barrel also has a profound effect on the final taste of our bourbons. And because we extra age our premium bourbons anywhere from 7 to 18 years, it takes even more character from the wood, notably vanilla, caramel, and a hint of oak flavoring and aroma, along with a deeper, richer hue. Extra aging also creates a more mellow flavor and a smoother finish on the back of your tongue as you swallow. These are the true characteristics that you should look for in every bottle of our fine bourbons. As our bourbons come of age, it's time for the final step, to move it from the barrels to the bottles. And it's Parker and Craig who set the criteria as to when our bourbons go into the bottle. Some are so special, they are chosen for our single barrel and small batch bourbons, which you will have the opportunity to enjoy inside our Taste of Heaven barrel room. Only when it measures up to Parker's demanding standards is it ready to be shipped around the world to lovers of fine bourbon everywhere. And what does Parker do then? Well, he goes home for a good night's sleep, so tomorrow he can do it all over again.